Hello, and welcome to the C Spot. I am Chef C. This is the C Spot. Happy day. This is day 2, soup day. We are doing Asian beef noodle, ramen. Depends on the noodle that you use. I am actually, today I'm using, I've got some kelp noodles, but I'm also going to use miracle noodle. Miracle noodle. This is made from konjac, which is a vegetable, Asian vegetable. And it's low carb, low calorie. Let me see. Let me be nice. Total carbs are 3 grams, and total calories are 5. You heard me, 5. They have several different styles. This one is angel hair. They have some other ones. They have a spaghetti noodle and they have a fettuccine. I have a specific way that I prepare my konjac noodles because when you drain off that the water that it soaks in, it's going to be kind of out, lack of a better term, funky. So you rinse it off, and then I pan cook mine to dry them out, and then I'm going to add them to our broth. Okay, so Asian beef noodle. Now, there are lots of recipes you can get off the web, the World Wide Web, the YouTube, the Grams. Mine is very simple, and it's going to be quite easy. We need some beef broth. You use veggie broth if you like. I've got some beef that have been stir fry that I've got marinating in a little soy sauce, some Shansheng wine, which is your Chinese cooking wine. I've got some spices in there, some Chinese spice. We're going to put some garlic, some onions, some jalapenos. We're going to have some broccoli and some mushrooms. I'm going to do it very simple today. See that? Simple. All right, so let's get cooking. Okay. So we're going to do it in the Instapot. Love my Instapot. I've got about a tablespoon of avocado oil in there. I've got it on saute. And we're going to do this in batches because we want to get a little color on this. I want it to sear just a little bit. And then we're going to add our beef broth. I'm going to add a star anise to it. And I'm going to add some onion. And have it cook, and some garlic. And have it cook in the Instapot for about 10 minutes. Because our meat's going to be basically done. So we're going to let it pressure cook for about 10. Then we're going to release the pressure. We're going to eat. Because I'm in the mood for some ramen-isk, beef noodle-isk type stuff. All right, so we want to get a good sear. We're going to get some good color going on. And then I'm going to pull it off. And then we're going to do it again until I'm out of meat over here. All right, so I'll see you back in a little bit. All right, I just finished pulling out the last of our meat.
What is that?
Let's Instapot. Going to use a teaspoon of garlic. This is 1 jalapeno. I'm going to put like half of it. And some onions. We've got that going down in there. Remember always with our garlic, we're going for color. We're not going for, I'm going to put like a handful of my mushrooms. Because I want some to cook in there, and then I'm going to add some at the end. I've got about 2 cups of stock. Beef stock. I'm going to add a star anise. See if I can find me a whole one. If not, I'll just put 2 small ones in there. I'll fish them out. Got a whole one. See? Got a whole one. star anise, and I'm gonna put about a half a teaspoon of Chinese spice. There is soy sauce already in there. It was marinated in the meat, so I'm not going to add any soy sauce yet. We want to get these. We want to get the good bits off the bottom, so we're going to do like a little deglaze in our pot. We're going to add our meat and the juice. Everything goes in the pot. Everybody in the pool. We'll make sure everybody's got coverage. Might add maybe a half a cup of water additional, just to make sure I have enough water, because you know when it starts to steam, it'll soak up a lot of that water. All right, y'all. I'm going to cancel my saute. We're going to put it on pressure cook. I'm going to do it for 10 minutes. It's on high. We got it set. Everything's set. I'll see y'all back in a bit. All right, people. Our beef broth. Good and yummy. Let's see what our meat's like. I got all kinds of stuff going on. Okay, so I while we were off camera, I went ahead and steamed my broccoli, because I like it a little raw, but I don't like it all the way raw. Not when I'm going to eat it in a ramen. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Let's look for my star anise. Pull out my star. We'll chunk it. Let's get to work on our so we've got our soup portion done. Let's work on our noodles. Me and this lid having a moment. There we go. Let's work on our noodles. So I've got my miracle noodles, and they have instructions on them on what you're supposed to do with them. I semi follow instructions, you know. What we're going to do is we're going to might need to clear off some space. We're going to open this packet. We're going to pour out the juice. We're going to rinse them really good several times under some cold water. And then I'm going to put them on this pan to cook the liquid out. So I'll let you see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to pour them in my colander. Drain the liquid out. I'm going to pour off this liquid. And then I'm going to run them underneath some cold water. For a little bit. And then we're going to drain that off. So we can get some of that funk out. My pan's heating up on my little hot plate. My husband laughed at my little hot plate. But if it keeps me from having to go turn my back and go to the stove, that's what we want. All right, so All right, so we're going to drain off this water. We're not hot yet. All right. This is a very quick meal for you, by the way. Remember I told you I said I had two kinds of noodles? These are kelp noodles. These are made with like kelp as in seaweed. These are really good too. Those are more like your glass noodles. Glass noodles are Asian noodles that are made out of sweet potato starch. I don't have my packet that had the glass noodle. Excuse me, that had the kelp noodle ingredients and stuff on them. I don't have that. Excuse me. So I can't give you any the information offhand, but it is legal as well. You can make kelp noodles from scratch if you're so inclined. I am not so inclined. Do you like the way I said that? Not so inclined. Sous chef is like, well, no, I'm not so inclined to do that. That's just not in my wheelhouse today. I'll make a lot of things from scratch because I can, because I like to do it just to see if I can do it. That's not something I want to do. All right, so all we're going to do, I'm not really cooking these. I am actually trying to cook out the water, the moisture. And if you see the greenery floating around there, that's some of my my broccoli from my strainer, because I use the same strainer. And I'm using a dry pan on this little hot plate, a little cooktop. You're asking the question now, aren't you? Why are you cooking out the moisture when you're going to add moisture to it? Because then I can control the moisture that I'm adding to it. And I'm also cooking away any remainder of the packaging fluid that they had in there. That's going to have that little funk taste to it. We don't want that. So we've got some good stuff going on. All right, y'all. We've got our... Oh, what's going on here? Right on. So we've got our Asian broth over here. We've got our noodles here. Now we're going to put together the food. So quick, so simple. It is easy. We got our noodles. Put our noodles in our bowl. I'm actually going to go ahead and throw in my kelp in this one and have it do the same thing. We'll do that to the side. And I'll keep an eye on that to make sure I don't cook anything. All right. I've already taken out the star anise. So now we're just going to add the meat and the noodles. And our mushrooms and our broccoli. And yeah, this does look like a lot of broccoli, but I promise you, I'm probably gonna do something else with this broccoli besides this. So there's that. I see a broccoli salad coming in our future.
We ready?
And some jalapenos, because we can. If you have Thai chilies, you can do that. And there you are. There's your bowl. Come back with me in a little bit. There you have it. You have your Asian beef noodles, ramen, however you want to call it, with your kelp noodles. And all you do with the kelp, the kelp noodles are easy. They're easy. There's instructions on the package. You can YouTube and find out how you put that together. All I did with mine is I put them in some baking soda and lemon juice and toss them around a little bit, get them nice and soft, because when you get them, when you first take them out the package, they're real crunchy. So to get them soft, you're going to put it in a mixture of baking soda and lemon juice and water, and just turn it over until it's soft, and then you're going to rinse them, and then you can put them in your hot liquid, or like I did, you can do them in the pan, and then you have yours with the miracle noodles. And again, that's the angel hair version. So I did the angel hair version. They do have a spaghetti version. They do have a fettuccine version. So it just depends on what you're doing with it. You can use this in Italian. You can use this in your Asian, your stir fries. You can use this in anything that you would normally use the pasta in. This is just how I like to use it. And as always, I'd like to say thank you for coming to cook with me today. I am Chef C. Again, this is the C Spot. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Send me a comment on what you like, what you don't like. I'll have a link to the actual ingredients and measurements and everything in the below in the description. You can reach us at the cspotfood at .com. Excuse me. THECSPOTFOOD.com. You can also reach us if you want to email me. Reach me at the cspotfood@gmail.com. Having problems talking today. I think I'm just hungry. So yeah, you can reach me on Instagram. Those of you who know me can always contact me. Use the contact on the C Spot Food website, and you'll be able to get in contact with me as well. It's always a pleasure, and remember, in everything that you do, remember to always enjoy the journey. See you later.